Wladimir Klitschko is one of the most dominant boxers in the world today, but he's not as popular among the United States fight fans. To discuss this topic further, we bring in ESPN boxing contributor Nigel Collins, who wrote a piece about this on ESPN.com. And Nigel, why is he so popular in Europe but not so much in the United States?
Well, in the United States, he's considered boring. Wladimir Klitschko is a very big man. He's like 6'6", usually weighs around 235 pounds, and he's also a very intelligent man. He has a PhD in sports science, and he's developed a style where he can win on a consistent basis without ever putting himself in any kind of risk. So that makes for very one-sided fights that are not appreciated in the United States. But in Europe, he's huge in Germany. He's also popular in Ukraine, Russia, Poland. So, they like that kind of boxing a lot more than our fans do.
Has his lack of popularity among American fight fans hurt him anyway, either financially or otherwise?
Well, it certainly hasn't hurt him financially. He can sell out any stadium or arena he fights in. I was there once. They had 60,000 people in a soccer stadium. And he moves around to different spots in Europe. And the TV ratings average 10 million every time he fights. So financially, he's done very well. Not so popular in the United States, but it certainly hasn't hurt him at the bank.
Well, you wrote an interesting piece on ESPN.com, kind of theorizing if he would be more popular if he was an American. Share with us a little bit about that theory and what you wrote.
Well, basically, I try to get the readers to look at things from a slightly different angle in a lot of my columns. And it occurred to me that if he was born in the United States, he'd probably be a huge hit here. He'd still have the same robotic style, but homegrown fighters draw crowds. Now, we have a fighter here in the United States, the biggest attraction in the world, in Floyd Mayweather. Now, Floyd Mayweather has a slightly different style, but his fights are often very one-sided and boring, yet he's drawing millions of fans and making an awful lot of money. And a lot of that has to do with his personality, but style-wise, he doesn't make great fights either most of the time. And also, people are attracted to Floyd Mayweather because he's successful. That alone attracts people. And Wladimir Klitschko, he hasn't lost in 10 years. And even the fans of the United States who don't like him that much, they will admit he's the best heavyweight in the world.
Definitely sounds like a success story there. Nigel Collins, you can check him out on ESPN.com.